Hello, Billings, Montana residents. I'm from autoinsurance.org. We're going to be looking at the best car insurance providers for people who live in Billings. Now, I don't live in Billings. I live a couple hours west of there, but as everyone in Montana knows, Billings is where you go for shopping, for a lot of times for healthcare. It's kind of the hub as being the biggest city in Montana. People come from all over. If you live there, you may be wondering, do other visitors impact my needs for car insurance? Probably not, but there are things that do impact your needs. And I want you to pay the lowest rates you possibly can. And I have this great tool for you. Any of autoinsurance.org's pages will have these tools for you to get auto insurance quotes that are specific to you, where you live, and your needs. And there's a tool at the top of the page. There will be tools as you scroll down the page, and all you do is you enter your zip code, get quotes, answer some questions, and then you can compare quotes from several insurance providers and see which one is best for your situation. And you may even be able to save hundreds of dollars a year, which is a pretty big deal. So don't just go with an insurance company that you've gone with for 10 years. Always be looking to see if you could be getting a better rate. So we're going to look at the top 10 best companies for Billings, Montana residents. We have State Farm rated number 1, American Family Insurance, Allstate, Farmers, Nationwide at number 5, The Hartford, Liberty Mutual, Travelers, Progressive, and Auto Owners. If you haven't gotten quotes from any of these providers, this is the time to do it. Use our free tool, enter your zip code, and get quotes. You can see bundling discount is a very popular discount, and each of these companies offers a discount for bundling your home and auto insurance. And you could save anywhere from 10% with Travelers all the way up to 20% with Allstate. And then listed here is best for. And so State Farm gets the best for local expertise because State Farm has local agencies. So you can actually go in and talk to your State Farm agent. You can build a relationship. They can customize policies for you. And there's just something nice about being able to speak to someone directly instead of going through the phone or the internet where you never meet your agent. With State Farm, you can meet your agent. They are like a good neighbor. With American Family, they're best for claims service. That's a big deal when you're filing a claim. You want a company that is good with claims service because filing a claim is stressful. So you want a company that can walk you through it and help relieve some of that stress, and not a company that adds to the stress. Nobody wants that. You can look down here and see all the different reasons these companies are good for Billings, Montana residents. Overall top pick, State Farm. They have great emergency roadside assistance. So living in Montana, you have winter. We have winter. Some states, they don't really have winter months. We have a long winter. And so there's a possibility that you could hit ice and drive your car off the road and need towing. There's a possibility you could have your car locked shut with ice. You might need help getting into it. And emergency roadside assistance can help you with that. And also Montana has a lot of rural areas. So even if you live in Billings, the biggest city in the state, you may travel to Red Lodge. You may travel to some backcountry campsites. You may go over the Beartooth Highway. You may go into past Roundup onto dirt roads by Grass Range, and you could get stuck. Perhaps the roads in central Montana will turn into, as we call it, gumbo, and you get stuck in the mud. Well, roadside assistance will help you in those situations. State Farm has the Steer Clear program. that can save you money if you're a young driver. It's specifically designed for teen drivers. And then they have vehicle safety discounts. So if your car has advanced safety features, you can get discounts for that. Unfortunately, they don't have great coverage for classic cars. And they have rigid policy transfer rules, so strict regulations on moving coverage between vehicles may be inconvenient, or it may be something that you never even have to deal with. It's not really a big deal. Now, number 2 on the list is American Family. And before we jump into that, I want to remind you to compare rates to save. Enter your zip code, get quotes. If you don't get quotes from American Family or State Farm or any of these others in the top 10 list, you can get quotes directly from these company websites, but at least with a quote comparison, you have a starting point. American Family also has great emergency roadside assistance. They have a really good My AmFam app, and increasingly more and more people are using apps to customize their coverage, to even pay their premiums, to file their claims. And so a good app that's easy to use can kind of eliminate some frustration. And then American Family also has a generational discount. So if your parents have American Family insurance, you may get a discount for being the second generation in your family to carry this coverage from American Family. Unfortunately, they have limited eco incentives, and they don't have the same discounts for new policyholders as they do for loyal policyholders. Allstate comes in at number 3 for the best comprehensive discounts. And their pros are they have great claim satisfaction guarantee. So if you have to file a claim, they guarantee that you're going to be satisfied. And they have deductible rewards. So for every year that you don't file a claim, your deductible can be reduced by $100. So after 5 years, if you had a $500 deductible, now you have no deductible. That's great. And then they have great teen driver discounts. See how your insurance rates compare by going to autoinsurance.org, entering your zip code and getting quotes, and switching to a company that has cheaper rates. The cons for American Family is that they do use your credit score to base your rates. So if your credit score is not great, you may pay higher rates. And then they don't have as many local offices. So if you really want to see your agent face-to-face, this might not be the best company for you. Farmers has it's called the Signal program. It's a usage-based option, and it can help you save money based on your driving habits. They have a glass repair benefit, and that's really important for Montana drivers because you probably already know your windshield doesn't have a very long lifespan in Montana. There's a lot of rocks on the road. You're very likely to get a cracked windshield, to get a chipped windshield. Even over the course of a year, you're probably going to have something hit your windshield. So having glass repair benefits is pretty nice to have. And then they've partnered with organizations in Billings, and so if you're part of those organizations, then you can get a discount. Unfortunately, they don't have as many low mileage discounts, so if you don't drive many miles a year, you might not be able to see as much savings. And then they don't have as good of discounts for multi-policy holders. And then the last one we're going to look at today is Nationwide. Nationwide has SmartRide discounts. So this is similar to other usage-based programs. It's based on how you drive. And so you can get discounts for practicing good driving behaviors. They have the Plenty Rewards program, which is a unique loyalty initiative offering points for everyday purchases. So you can get points when you shop all around Billings. And another pro they have is that they have pet injury coverage. So if you have your dogs jump in the truck with you as you drive around, and then you get in a crash and your pet is injured and requires veterinary services, with pet injury coverage, you can have coverage for the pets in your own vehicle. Unfortunately, they have strict underwriting criteria So you may not be accepted if your record isn't good or based on other risks. If you're considered high risk, they're not going to write a policy for you. And then there's weather-related claim challenges. Some policyholders report difficulties with winter incident processing, and that's problematic in Billings because in Billings there's a lot of winter months. So save money on car insurance. Check out these top 10 companies and see if one of them's right for you. Compare coverage today, compare premiums, enter your zip code in our free quote comparison tool, and it will save you time and it could save you hundreds of dollars. It's definitely worth doing, doesn't take long, and saving money is always worth putting a little effort into. If you learned something today, let us know. Comment below, subscribe to our channel, share this video, and check out what videos we have coming up or which videos we've already done, and see if you can learn even more and get the coverage you need at the best rate.